Exactly 2.5 years ago today, I was a broke construction worker trying to figure out my life. A bunch of internal ambition and drive. However, still, I was a 21-year-old carpenter on the job site making $750 per week, waking up at 5 AM every single morning, and I was contemplating all of my life decisions that had led up to this single point right now. And then one day, it dawned on me. I knew what I had to do. Now fast forward 2.5 years later, I have collected over $3.5 million online and have made over multiple six figures in my own personal income. Now, I want to preface it with this. If you can't even sit back and watch this video for the next 5-10 minutes, how are you ever going to be successful? Dopamine is very fried in 2025, but if you cannot sit through this video, I just don't see how you could ever be successful. Now, obviously you clicked on this video because you're curious about, how some dude in a tank top made his first $100,000 purely working online through his laptop from his bedroom, okay? And believe it or not, as surprising, as shocking as it might sound, I'm not the only one doing this. Now, I've been fortunate enough to make multi-six figures through doing what I do, but I want to talk about how I made my first $100,000. And I guess if I were to do it again, this is the roadmap and this is the strategy I would take to get to 100K online again. First things first, before we really jump into how I did it, let's talk about where I first started, okay? So as you can see right here, this is literally a picture of me doing carpentry just over 2 years ago, okay? I was making about $750 per week, sometimes more, inclusive of overtime. And whether you were a white collar worker working in an office, or you're a blue collar worker working on a job site like I was personally, and I've done both as well. I knew I wanted more, right? I knew there was more. I knew I was made for more. And if you're watching this video, you probably feel the same way, okay? And I'm here to tell you it is possible. Very, very possible, because I've done it myself. I'm living proof, right? So at this point in stage, I was looking into drop shipping. I was looking into how to make money online, and it's probably similar to most of you guys watching this right now. I was waking up at 5 AM every day, getting to the job site by 7. There was a lot of big commutes, a lot long driving time, an hour and a half to work, hour and a half home, and shit, man. I knew there was more. I knew this wasn't it, okay? And keep in mind, anyone doing this line of work, I respect you. It's not easy, and someone has to do it. Now, fast forward about 2.5 years later from when this initial photo was taken, this is what I'm doing now. I've now put myself in a position where I'm able to travel the world, travel wherever I want. I can book a flight to, a different country tomorrow if I wanted to. And I could be in a different country. I could be in England or America tomorrow from Australia if I really wanted to. And how do I do this? That's what you might be asking, okay? How do I actually do this? Now, this is done through remote sales. Now, what remote sales is you're taking conversations, you're taking phone calls, you're taking Zoom meetings, Google Meets every day for a business owner, right? So the great thing about this is you don't even have to run your own business. There's no cost involved, okay? Now, what you're doing, like I mentioned, you're selling for an online coach or a business owner. Now, as an example, this could be like Alex Hormozi. Just as an example, you're selling one of their programs. So this can range from selling courses on how to make money online. I've seen things such as far as relationship coaching, how to quit alcohol coaching. Overall, it's just being a salesperson from home, remotely. So really what we're doing, we talk to people who are interested in the product that we sell. And if they pay the money for, the program or the service you sell, you get paid a commission fee. Now, typically this is anywhere between 10 to 15% commission on the price point you sell. So for example, if you sell a $10,000 product and you're getting paid 10% in commissions, you've just went ahead and made yourself $1,000 in commissions for the day. Now, if we scroll down, last week from doing remote sales, I actually made $7,245 in 24 hours. I don't know why it says 25. So last week I made $7,200 in 24 hours from doing exactly what I'm talking about here. So as you can see, this was on Thursday the 3rd of April, and the 2nd of April right here. So a $25,000 deal, a $9,800 deal, and $24,800 once again. I get paid 12.5% commissions on everything I sell. So as you can see, I made $7,245 in 24 hours, so one single day, right, from doing this method. Now, the reason I'm making this video is to really show you what's possible if you stick your mind to one thing. I'll bring it back to this screen here. Because when I first got into the online space, it was very much like a lot of us, how to make money online into the YouTube bar, and off we were. I started off with dropshipping. I made over 6 figures from doing dropshipping itself, so e-commerce. And I sort of pondered my way into sales by accident, if you will. Like, I never really had my mind and my eyes set on it. However, if I had came across a video like I'm making now, 2.5 years ago, it would have been 100% the business model I would have pursued and got into. Now, the reason being is that there's no fulfillment. You're not dealing with customers apart from talking to them on the front end and closing them. And it's really just stress-free. Like I mentioned before, it's like 3:05 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, so a weekday, and I'm just chilling. Now, it's not always like that. There is like a lot of hard work, especially when you do get started. However, this is just what's possible when you put your mind to one thing. There's a lot of shiny object in the online money space. It's always, let's start this agency, let's do drop shipping, let's do affiliate marketing. The reality is every single thing works. You just need to pick one thing. And my recommendation is personally, high ticket sales is what I do. It's what's taken me from making $700 a week as a carpenter to making no less than $5K a week, in my bedroom. And I've made multiple 6 figures from doing this. And I feel like I'm living proof because, as I showed you here, I literally went from this right here on the job site, having no clue what I'm doing with my life. The only thing I'm looking forward to is the gym after work. And, I put myself in a position where I can travel tomorrow if I want to. So if you made it to the end of the video, well done. Your dopamine receptors aren't too bad. And look, if you feel like you want help, whatever that might be, whether that's should I do high ticket sales, is this a business model for myself in particular, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'll go ahead and put my Instagram in the description of this video, and just feel free to reach out to me. And if I can help, I'll try putting you guys in the right direction. But yeah, let's win.